almost here, and for a lot of people that means going home or getting away for a few days. Now, when you think about preparing for travel, most people think about watering their plants or packing their suitcases or getting their passports ready. But you don't think about...
Good ideas.
It is. Don't stop that. But what they don't think about is the things they can do ahead of time to make coming home a lot smoother.
By the end of this video, you'll know our recommendations for the things that you could do both before going on holiday and also the things you could do while you're on holiday to make coming home a little bit nicer so that you don't feel like you come home and it just wasn't worth it. So stay tuned.
We love traveling with our kids. It is so nice to just get away, spend quality time together, and recharge.
Yep, and explore new cuisines and culture, because we're like that.
Yeah, mostly the food though, mostly the food. But
Can't argue with that.
plus we have family all over the world, and it's nice seeing them once in a while. But then you have to come home from vacation, and oftentimes you take those late flights because, let's face it, they are cheaper. And you come home and you're tired and the kids are tired and you have to start work in the morning and school and...
There's no food in the fridge
full
and
laundry hamper
unpacking and
it's not that nice. And the first couple of days you just spend those playing catch up. This is at least how it used to be for us a lot of the time, but it doesn't have to be that way.
We're gonna start with the things that you can do before you go, and that is basically clean and cook.
Yeah.
And what cook? I mean, the food is gonna go bad. Well, if you leave it out, it is, but...
That's not the point here.
No.
The point here is to cook ahead of time, make some good meal that you know your kids are gonna like and you're gonna like, put it in the freezer.
Ah.
So when you come home,
thickens.
take it out of the freezer in the morning or actually that night when you come home, and the next day, you don't have to cook. You can spend that time unpacking or just relaxing.
Smart. Maybe get some cereals as well. Make sure you have some. Yeah. But how's that gonna work with the milk? No, that wasn't thought out.
No, it
Don't
wasn't.
get cereals.
What's thought out here is the dinner, and that's what you should do. Now also, you should clean beforehand because it really sucks coming home to dirty dishes in the sink and crumbs all over the floor. So spend like half an hour by just vacuuming the floor, clean the bathroom, and wiping the counters in the kitchen. And coming home is so much nicer.
I love coming home from vacation when the house is clean.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it feel like you're still on vacation.
Exactly, and I mean, if you have that little bit more energy, then change your sheets as well.
Especially if you can have like clean sheets on Christmas while you're away. I mean, brilliant. And then you come home and then you just repeat that sensation. Ooh, lovely.
So cleaning and cooking before you go will really make coming home that much nicer.
But let's talk about the things you can do while you're on holiday. So
Before we go there, we're making this kind of content all the time, like helping you get better and be more organized and happier in your family life. So if you like this video, make sure you give it some thumbs up. And if you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe and bell icon so that you won't miss it when it comes out. Bing! Go ahead.
Oh, so what I was gonna say is, I can't remember what I was gonna say. Yeah, so what? So what I was gonna say was, I forgot again. What I was gonna say was, are we gonna make a video where we're telling people to just like go on vacation but spend all of their time preparing for coming home? That sounds really, really depressing and anti-holiday.
Definitely not.
Is that a
Definitely not.
Nope.
No. So things you can do on vacation, we're moving on to those now, are essentially right before you go home. So.
How long do they take?
Not that long.
Good, so you can keep watching. So number one is ordering groceries.
Now you could actually do this before you go as well, depending on how long your vacation is.
Yeah.
If you're gone for like a weekend or a week, you can do it before you leave.
Also, if you're in Borneo and you have no internet connection, then definitely do it before you leave.
So find some online shopping supermarket and order your groceries, have them delivered the day you come home. Everything's fresh and nice. If you can, have them delivered in the morning so you actually have breakfast as well. They do deliver at most hours of the day and night.
We actually did a video on online shopping and our experience with that, so check that out.
Exactly. Another thing you can do right before you go home is to sort your laundry. Now, I don't want you to sit there all vacation long and be like, oh, is this delicate? Is this dark? Is this light? But right before you go home, you usually have a lot of dirty laundry. Just sort them already. Like we have a dark one and a light one, and then when I come home, it's just popping those into the washer right away. I don't have to sit there and sort it. It's already pre-sorted. And since I know the load size that my washer has, I also have them in load sizes. So hey, one bag into the load.
Super organized. Yeah, you got this. We actually made a video on this as well, on how to stay organized while traveling. That was a good video. We're in Iceland, so check that one out also.
And we did one on how to do laundry the most optimal way as well.
Oh my gosh.
All these videos.
You have to give YouTube time to like cycle through all of these videos.
That's true.
Yeah.
So they should all have been there by now. Another thing you can do when you're packing is to pack for success, which means that when you come home late at night, you don't want to be rummaging through your suitcase looking for the toothbrushes or that book your kid needs for school the next morning. So you pack your suitcase nicely and put the toiletries right on top.
Ooh.
And then you close it. So when you come home, you just need to open up the suitcase, not even like put it on the floor, just kind of like zip it up and get out your toiletries, and that's it.
Grab the toiletries and you feel accomplished.
Exactly, and then you don't have to touch the suitcases until like the next day or the day after when you have some time to actually unpack.
Yeah.
And this goes for your electronics as well, the things you're gonna need the next day for work or for
Chargers
school.
and that kind of stuff.
Or for charging your phone before you go to sleep. Keep that in one backpack so that you don't have to look through all your bags when you get home.
That sounds like a really good idea. We should do that.
We do that. This is...
We should keep doing that.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite type of family vacation? Or maybe not family vacation, because maybe your favorite type of vacation is vacation without the family.
What?
I don't know. I just
Is
wanted
that
to
your favorite type of vacation?
give them some options. No. Please write a comment and let us know, and then we'll feel like we're having communications even though this is recorded before you actually see it.
Mine is the beach with my family.
Always with the family. The final tip for what you can do just before going home is plan your homecoming. So we talk a lot about planning. We have our weekly planning sessions. Those are generally a good idea, especially so when you're transitioning from holiday mode to normal life mode. If you want to make sure that, again, normal life mode doesn't suck too much when you're doing that transition, then just plan ahead the things that you need to do during the first few days. Who's going to take the car? Who's taking the kids to school? Who's picking up the kids or taking them to activities? Meal plan? You might want a meal plan. What else can you plan?
In case you want a meal plan, we actually made a video on good meal planning apps. So take a look at that as well.
Yep, and if you've been in Borneo for like 3 months, maybe you haven't had a haircut, I don't know, plan for a haircut.
What we're trying to say here is just sit down together and plan out the next few days after you come home so that you're not sitting there and be like, oh, I forgot to pick up little Joe. That's not good.
No, instead you're feeling like, oh yeah, what's on the calendar? I don't actually have a watch with a calendar, but you'd be like, I've got it all under control. Coming home from vacation the right way is just so much nicer than coming home and feeling all stressed and worn out. But there might also be things in your day-to-day life that make you feel that way, and you might be thinking, hey, how can I streamline my day-to-day life to be less stressed?
Yeah, go to our website, realorganized.net, and there you can download our free PDF called Top 3 Mistakes That People Make When Organizing and What to Do Instead. So get that to make your day-to-day just a little bit nicer.
Yeps, and then we'll see you next week.
A lot of people think of packing their suitcases and mailing out the stuff they need to mail out before they leave, because a lot of people mail out stuff before they leave.
Is that a thing?
I guess. Okay. Okay.
Didn't know that.
No, me neither. Let's make a funny face.